Today, we remember one of the most tragic days in American history. On this day in 1941, the Imperial Japanese Navy attacked Pearl Harbor, killing thousands and thrusting America into World War II.
And today at Joint Base Little Creek, local military members and the families of the fallen paused to reflect upon the day's horrific events. Mike Gooding was there.
Years ago today, more than 2,400 Americans lost their lives at Pearl Harbor. As President Franklin Delano Roosevelt famously said, a date which will live in infamy.
It is important for all of us here today to remember that time. We owe it to those who protected our freedoms, to remember their sacrifice, learn about history so we can tell the story to those who come after us.
And remember it they did at Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek Fort Story, with the sounding of ships' bells, the laying of a wreath, and the playing of taps. And although it has now been 4 years since the Tidewater chapter of Pearl Harbor survivors lost its last living member, their families still came out, as did the area's only known child survivor. 8 decades plus later, their hope is that Pearl Harbor is never forgotten.
It's extremely important that we think about those significant days in our past.
It's so important to continue on the legacy of those who served at Pearl Harbor.
Every time my dad had been interviewed, he said, let's never let our guard down like we did that day. And that's pretty accurate for today. We should be very careful about letting our guard down too much. We don't want these kinds of things to happen again.
Mike Gooding, 13 News Now.
The Department of Veterans Affairs doesn't keep statistics for how many Pearl Harbor survivors are still living today, but if they were 18 that day, they'd be 100 years old now.